This sucks. Hey everybody. So at the time of this recording, I've been in COVID lockdown for for over 3 weeks, and I can honestly say I have not had a gig in well over a month. And I gotta tell you something. This sucks. So speaking specifically for myself, I don't necessarily have a 100% safe place to practice on my actual drum set. And with not doing any gigs, my physical activity has tanked. It has plummeted. I went from playing 3 to 5 hour gigs 2-3 times a week, and usually between that and some other ancillary activities scattered throughout the week, that would be enough. But with everything that's happening in this crazy world right now, it's basically going from 100 to 0. So as I sit here at home, I got to thinking, and I wanted to share some ideas for us as drummers that can, when the time comes, we're going to be stage ready-ish. Hopefully in this month's time, y'all have not turned into Vince Neil. As the saying goes, a body in motion stays in motion, and whether you're a fitness guru or not, there really is no denying that we play an incredibly physically demanding instrument. If not for the endurance to play however long that we play, or for as intense as we may play, at the very least, to handle the weight of carting all of our gear around. Now, for the record, I'm not going to sell you a workout routine. If you have one, fantastic. If you don't, I don't care. But I don't know when my next gig is gonna be, and be it from this whole COVID mess, or let's just say, further down the line, you have a dry spell and you don't have very many gigs happening. The last thing that we need is to, throw our backs out or pull a muscle as soon as the gigs start to come back in. Now, all that said, let's pomp you up. I figured I would, run you through my morning routine. As you can see, I just got out of the shower. Right after the shower is usually the best time to stretch. You have the hot water, it loosens up your muscles. But if you're older, you have a pretty bad mattress, whatever the case is, it's good to stretch, it's good to get the blood flowing, and it's good to feel like that you could start relaxed and not be in any pain. So I'm going to show you a couple of the stretches that I do every single morning. Something to get the blood going, something to help you feel loose for the whole day. Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Just a quick heads up, the more you know about yoga, the better. If you don't, that's okay. 2 things to keep in mind. If whatever you're doing hurts, stop and practice proper breathing. Deep breaths, people. Alright, so get into position and shake it up a bit. We're still waking up. Coffee hasn't been had yet. Words and things. Firstly, I'd like to test to see if I could touch my toes. Some mornings are more successful than others. Damn, I really thought I had it that morning. Let yourself hang, breathe into it, let the weight of your body pull you down. Now, once you touch your toes, let's work on that low back. Wipe your feet like you're a charging bull, intimidating your target, and let them know you mean business. Get on all fours in a starting position, and I like to start in a modified downward dog. Once ready and you've accepted the situation, come forward and prop yourself up into the seal pose. Take all the time you need and remember to breathe deep breaths. And let's not forget to make fun of my form. When finished, go back into your modified downward dog and rest. Rethink your morning decisions. Have an existential crisis. When ready, come forward again into the seal pose again. And again, when done, go back into your modified downward dog to relax your muscles. After this, I like to dive into push-ups. I do at least 40 every single morning, 2 sets of 20. Push-ups are an amazing all-around workout and engage a lot of muscle groups. I think I read somewhere a while back that Patrick Stewart does an insane amount of push-ups every single day. And honestly, the man looks freaking great. Now after each set, I like to do a flat-footed squat and just breathe into the stretch. For reals, a flat-footed squat feels really, really good. After this first set, take a breather, shake it out, and check your phone. It is the morning after all. Or, what I sometimes do is a free weight exercise, but I'll get into that in one hot minute. After your break, hop back in and finish your next set. While I finish up next, we're going to do some free weight stuff. As I just said, like many of us out there, I do have a muscle injury. I honestly don't know how I got it. I just woke up one day and my right shoulder was killing me. So if I'm feeling saucy and I want to do it between my push-up sets, or rather afterwards, depending on how I feel, I nurse my shoulder and I do some of my free weight exercises. Important note, guys, if you have an injury, please always consult a professional before you do any sort of exercises. So to get the blood moving in my shoulder, I like to massage it with this little ball roller thing there. Feels really great. And if you have any other injuries, be it wrists, knees, forearms, whatever, give them some attention to and give them a light massage. Moving on to free weights, for my shoulders and my upper back, I like to use 10-pound weights. It's actually a lot heavier than you think, and honestly, don't be afraid to step down to like say 5 pounds, especially if you're injured. For this exercise, I lift my arms up in front of me until the arm is parallel to the ground. And then I go and do the same thing off to the sides. This exercise is actually my favorite. I don't remember what it's called, but it's amazing. It works a lot of muscle groups all at once, and as you can see, it's really challenging for my shoulder. Still in a COVID lockdown, I am fortunate enough to still be working, but I have to work from home. As you can see, sadly, my work rig takes up all of my desk space, which would be for all my drumming projects, but whatever. All the same, be it if I work from home or at the office, here are some exercises that I practice while sitting at my desk. A long conference call? Lift some weights. Use one of those hand exercise things. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. If you do a lot of sitting, tap your feet. Play along to your favorite song. When tapping my feet at my desk, I usually do it flat-footed so that I can work out different muscle groups than if I were to actually play. I'm normally more of like a hover heel up guy, and by doing it flat-footed, I work out mainly my shins actually. You can feel the burn. Obviously, do a little bit more work on your weaker foot. For most, it's the left. Once you start to feel a solid burn and you need to ease off a little bit, take a break and do some toe and heel lifts. If you're standing at your desk or just standing around in general, do some leg lifts. Work them cows. If you have some gear at your house and you don't have any free weights, well, don't buy any weights, use your gear. Do your curling exercises, shoulder exercises, whatever exercises. and slowly but surely ramp it up with heavier drums and pieces of hardware. I pick things up and put them down.
This actually does feel really good. I think I might actually do this from now on for my shoulders.
This one's a little obvious. If you don't have a practice rig or you can't play at home, break out your drum pad. Sit outside. If you have multiple pads, set up a little rig inside. If you don't have any pads, or actually if you want a little bit of a challenge, drum on some pillows. Seriously, if you could do a solid roll, like a clean roll off of a pillow, you're doing pretty good. Time for the main event! Now, for all intents and purposes, yes, we're not having a gig right now. But, you know what? To get the full experience, we gotta pretend, and we gotta get to the gig. We're gonna pack up the car, and we're gonna go for a drive around the block. A couple things to keep in mind to succeed in this exercise. 1. Pretend you're running late. You gotta keep that heart rate up, you gotta keep moving, you gotta get there as fast as you can. 2. Pack everything. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do it right. No half-assing. Now, once you're all packed up and ready, we're going to make a break for it. We're going to get to the gig. Okay, so the car is packed. Let's get to the gig. Don't mind my thumb. I gotta get the car. Alright, everybody's everybody. Safety first. No one's coming, and we're off. Yeah. Drive around the block, 'cause that's what we're doing. Alright, we just got back from the gig. It's time to unload. Let's do it. So I wanted to close out this video by touching upon something that's actually a little important. I mean, sure, we can keep ourselves in some sort of good physical shape all we want, but above all, we also need to keep ourselves in a good mental state too. I haven't played a gig in over 2 months. It'll probably be another 1 or 2 more before I play another gig. I've been taking the lockdown pretty seriously, and I really haven't gone anywhere. And on top of that, not being able to play on my actual drums, I mean, it sucks. It all sucks. It took me way longer than I would have liked to finish this video. I think it took me a solid month, but I've been pretty miserable. So I know with all this COVID mess, it is an incredibly unprecedented time and circumstance. But yes, further down the line, there will be periods where there will be less work. If you feel like you're having a tough time, please reach out to your friends, your family, your bandmates, whomever you feel close to, and just talk to them, vent at the very least. And if necessary, please call a help hotline. I'll have information up on the screen as well as down in the description. Anywho, that's all I got. I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. Please like, comment, subscribe, love, hate, don't care.
And above all, yes, please take care of yourselves and please take care of each other. Happy drumming.